Because this bottle is all the way full. It's got a volume of water, it's got a volume of air. I don't care where the level of water is, it's still all the way full because it's got, volume of air. Okay? And if we look at life that way, instead of how society tells us, oh, it's half full. That's the negative society we live in. They're teaching us that that's optimism if you say it's half full. That's not optimism. Okay? Being all the way full, that's optimism. Okay? Don't buy into society. Don't buy into the norms. Get away from some of the old habits you've been programmed. Unless you consciously know that it's wrong, you'll never be able to correct it. I've already consciously let you know that asking someone how they're doing isn't the right thing. Does anybody really truly think that asking someone how they're doing is the right thing to ask? It's not. Okay? But we've been programmed all our life that it is. Give me an example of what we were talking about, the subconscious part of the mind. What kind of car do you drive?
I drove a 2001 Ford V6 Mustang.
Mustang.
2009 Volkswagen.
A Volkswagen Jetta.
04 Saturn Vue.
A Saturn Vue.
I don't have a vehicle right now.
Okay.
03 Chrysler 300M.
Ooh, 300M. You like it?
Yeah.
Good.
Ford XLT.
Ford XLT. Pickup. Your truck man.
Super Crew.
Super Crew. No Toyota Camrys, Honda Accords in the room, huh? Nothing like that?
My dad would kill me.
Malibus, nothing like that? He would kill you?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There's a Toyota Camry right over there. Right? All right, now, there's a lady driving down the Metropolitan Highway. Her dash catches on fire. She's got her baby in the back seat. She pulls over to the side of the road, gets out of the car, hits the door lock, shuts the door.
Oh.
Not thinking. Her baby's in the car, and fire starts developing and going, getting bigger and bigger. Her baby's back there crying. Anyway, they show there's pictures of this lady. She ripped the door basically off that car to get her child out of there. Okay? And it showed where some of her fingers were all the way down to the bone. Okay? Broken fingers, no skin on them. I mean, she ripped the door off the car. Now, common sense would have said, look, dude, just pick up a rock and break the window.
But you don't think like that.
When something traumatic happens, your subconscious brain takes over. Okay, so you are not conscious of anything. So, because the conscious mind was to just pick up a rock or something, bust the window, get her out. No big deal. All right, so anyway, she got her baby out, and everything went fine. There's tons of examples like that. But probably being in the area she was in, metropolitan area, because where I went to school and where I lived, and you've been up there, where we leave the keys in the car. We don't lock the doors to the house. And still to this day, everyone's like that. Okay, so obviously that's why she was just had a habit and programmed to do that, and she did that, and it almost cost her child's life. But the subconscious mind kicked in. But if it would have been something a little bit stronger than that, whatever car, Toyota Camry, Honda, whatever the heck then she probably wouldn't have been able to get her kid out there. Okay, so does anybody think they can control their subconscious part of the brain?
You can't control it. You can tune it, but I don't think.
I was hoping you'd say yes, and I'd ask you to stop your heart for me. So. Because if you can, we're going to talk outside. We can go places with that.
But I believe in with
Superwoman
meditation and stuff. You can control yourself. You
Well,
can't.
people can slow their heartbeat down. They can do that. Right.
You can train it. You can't
But
necessarily.
you can't just all of a sudden tell your heart to stop, and it ain't going to do it. Your subconscious brain will. It's because you're fighting for survival. We're always going to fight to stay alive. All right. Now, I'm going to tell you something about, if anybody knows anything about Einstein. Einstein could not tie his own shoes. Now, anybody know what gar animals are?
What?
Back in the day, gar animals.
Garden animal?
Gar animals.
Oh, okay. No.
Okay, back in the day, they had clothing for kids.
Oh, animals. That's how I. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, like, if you had a tiger pants, if you find a tiger shirt, that means the colors would match. Okay. If you had an elephant, you had to find an elephant pant to match the shirt. Okay. Einstein didn't have gar animals. Okay. He always wore black. You notice all his photographs. He's always in black.
Yeah.
Okay. And his hair looked like Don King. Right. Well, there's about 3 published photos of Einstein after he got married. Now, he died shortly after he got married. But guess what? You can't even recognize him. He's dressed in color, his hair's done and everything, because she did it. She dressed him, she did his hair. Okay? Literally, this is a man that's considered the most intelligent man of our era that could not chew bubble gum and walk at the same time. Okay? So now, this leads me into, does anybody know the word subliminal? Have you heard it?
Yes.
No, never heard of it before.
Never heard of subliminal.
No.
Okay, well, in February of 2013, they just finally outlawed audio subliminals. Does anybody know what an audio subliminal is?
Is it like commercials?
You'd be watching a TV movie or show, a commercial comes on blaring loud.
Right, yeah.
Okay? Because what that is, and I'll give you a real good example of visual subliminals, but what happens there is most of us can't ever find where the remote control is anyway, if you're like me, most of us.
Yeah,
people. It's like, where did your remote go? Where'd the remote go? So you want to hit mute or something. Okay, so since you don't do that, when a commercial comes on, most people get up, either go to the bathroom or go to the kitchen, grab a drink of water, but it's silent enough to where you still hear it. Consciously, you're not even thinking of that. You're thinking, so it goes into your subconscious part of your brain. So you might go right down the street 2 days later and buy a Swiffer sweeper and don't even know why the hell you bought it. Because you were listening to that commercial. You weren't, but your subconscious brain was. Now, the word sub, what does it mean?
It could be like
What are subways?
they're below, like subfloor.
There we go. Under. Sub means under.
Yeah.
Okay?
Put it into words.
Anybody know what the word liminal means?
What is it?
Conscious.
I don't.
They consider it called the conscious threshold. So, and why I'm getting to this is, so what they want to do is get under the conscious into the subconscious. That's what subliminals are designed to do. Okay? Preoccupy the conscious mind with something. When it's preoccupied with something else, if you send a signal at them, then it'll go right into their subconscious part of the brain. Okay, there are ways, as a salesperson, you can do subliminals. Hopefully you do it honestly and with integrity, and don't do it for conning somebody. All right, and I will show you a couple of them. Now, who thinks, Superwoman, she knows she can't stop her heart, right? Chris says Superwoman.
Don't dare me.
There you go, right? Yeah, right? All right, now I'm going to tell you, in 1955, when did I just put that marker?
You threw it over there by the printer.
That's what hyperactivity gets you.
I understand.
Now, where's my... There it is. Wow, these are awesome. Anybody ever had any of these? Want one?
Yeah, I lived off those in high school. Like the big ones.
Go around. Spread the butter. Don't lay a finger on my butterfinger. Who said that? Mark Simpson.
Mark
Simpson.
Simpson. Don't.
He doesn't do that anymore, though, does he?
Thank you. I
All
can't
right.
believe we're still going.
Now, okay, everybody done? Everybody got this?
Mm-hmm.
And so you know, everything that I'm teaching you now is all for the first step. As I told you, you don't get a second chance to make a first impression. Okay? Now, subliminal messaging. In 1955, there was a movie that came out. It was called The Picnic. No, I was not at the movie.
They have theaters.
When I was born, you mean, or
Well, you know, either or.
yeah, thanks. Oops. Picnic. Boo Boo Bear. I used to love that cartoon. Yogi. Boo Boo Bear.
I gotta pick it
Ranger
up.
Ranger Smith, Ranger Davis. Ranger Smith.
Yeah.
Ranger Smith.
Ranger
Yeah.
Smith.
Ranger Smith, the bad guy?
Yeah, and then I liked what was it? Speed Racer. Yeah, the Mighty Five. That's what I'm talking about. All right. The Picnic had William Holden and Kim Novak in it. Just so you want, in case you want to know. And the reason why this is a known year in film is because that's the first year they ever put subliminal messaging in video.
Wow.
There was two, I forgot the third guy, there was three owners of a movie theater, three different owners that owned a movie theater. One of them came from MIT, who did the study on Einstein and us, and one came from Harvard. So they're trying to figure out how they can get their popcorn sales up, and their snacks, and Coca-Cola. I need to get a couple of these racers.
I'll bring you a whole package tomorrow.
I left I had some. I left them at my last deal.
I was gonna say,
They're
I
up,
have,
up at Nick's and Hutch's.
I have a bunch at home because my kids eat, so I can bring some.
I got you. Good. Here's where you go.
All right.
Where you going?
I'll be right back.
Always gonna be the hero.
Yeah,
Save
you
the day.
gotta go
Here I
to
am to
the
save the
I'm
day.
gonna save the day.
What was that? Underdog? Is that what
Yeah.
that was underdog, right? Okay. He's gonna go to the office. Because see, I normally don't tread into the offices and dealerships. It's just, them ladies, that's like their territory. It's like just going into the bathroom and someone's taking a shower. You know what I'm saying? You just don't do it.
You said popcorn, Coca-Cola, and what else?
Snacks. They just want to get all the sales up. So what they did was he said, one says the other says, here's what we'll do. Because we did the study on Einstein at Harvard, and the other guy goes, yeah, we did the same study on Einstein at MIT. He said, so what we need to do is try to figure out how to get into the subconscious part of these people's brains that are watching our movie, so they'll buy more snacks.
So the snack bar thing came out.
I don't know about all that, but
During when you're watching the movie and it's like, it's singing and dancing, and they're like, come get some snacks. And
there was different things, but when they first did it, what they did was he says, okay, here's what we'll do. So since you're watching this movie, okay, what we'll do is we'll flash up a little quick video that goes like this, and it says, eat more popcorn, drink more Coke, buy more Snickers, okay, but it just flashes up for an instantaneous second, okay, but see, so your mind is enthralled in the movie. You're watching the movie, you're watching what they're doing here and there, so when that pops up, it's just like a little annoyance that you did, you're still watching the movie. It was there for a second, gone, okay, so, but guess what? Guess where the popcorn sales went, snack sales, and Coca-Cola sales went after that? Popcorn sales went up approximately 800%.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Here he is, save the day.
Mighty Mouse.
My mom.
I thought it was Underdog. What? Was that Mighty Mouse?
Mighty Mouse.
What Underdog said up and away, right?
Mm-hmm.
No? I don't know.
He'd say,
Hey,
under
who
the
said
dog.
this? Biggest chicken ever I did see.
Yosemite Sam?
No. The chicken hawk, foghorn leghorn and a little chicken hawk. The foghorn leghorn would always tell the chicken that, I would tell the hawk that was trying to eat him, he would tell him that bulldog was a chicken. You remember him?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you'd see the bulldog in the doghouse, and he'd just moving along, and it'd be this little chicken carrying it. Chicken hawk. I didn't want to ask him. I just don't make cartoons like they used to. All right. Now, so snacks went up approximately 300%. Now this is something that because my dad was Coca-Cola for years. Big wig, So I'm figuring, okay, well Coca-Cola, heck, they used to have cocaine in it. Them people really like that stuff back then. So I'm thinking, okay, it had to go drastic. But Coca-Cola sales only went up 140%. And I'm thinking, okay, well, and this is why I'm telling you, I was not there, okay? I wasn't old enough to go to the movies then. Okay, now, I did some research. I talked to some old folks. In 1955, and I don't know what year it started, but 1955 era, you could not bring your drink back to the seat. When they first designed movie theaters, had the nice red velvet seats and everything, you could bring your snacks back, but you could not bring a liquid back. So, and when they give you an intermission time, you'd leave, you get up, go to the seat, go to the snack bar, and then you had to come right back. Because if not, you can't just sit up there and drink it, you're going to miss the movie. So, that's why it only increased a little bit. You're not going to buy that big drink and sit there.
Go pee,
Yeah, go pee, and then get back and you miss part of the movie. Alright, supposedly this movie won all kinds of Academy Awards that year, and it was supposedly a terrible movie. Now, I've never seen it, I don't know. But that is why the emphasis, and that's why they state, and that's why I know that's what movies showed, and that was the first movie that ever had subliminals, because it took off like wildfire. As soon as they showed it in the movie theaters, they showed it in all the other movie theaters everywhere else, because back in the day, it wasn't like nowadays that like there's a movie theater every 3 blocks or whatever, So it was like the next town over, so it wasn't their competitors. So they wanted to share the news, how to get all the movie theaters go out and booming, All right, so makes sense how you do a subliminal? If the conscious mind is busy doing something else, and you slide a visual in or an audio in, it's taken in. Okay? Now, remember the guy who said he invented the internet?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Al Gore.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I don't remember what year it was he graduated from Harvard, but he did, and I think it was around 59, I'm not sure. But when he did graduate Harvard, he's the one that got him to stop doing subliminals. He said they were brainwashing people. He got a petition and got everybody to sign it, so federal government had all theaters stop. Okay? Said he was brainwashing people. You know, next thing I know, everybody's going to be going like this. You know. You know. It's sales, ladies and gentlemen, it's sales. You know, as long as you have honest and great intentions to help your customer out, because I want to do everything I can, okay, with integrity and honesty to keep them from going to have an experience where someone's going to lie to them. Okay? Same as I would with my little sister, my aunt, my uncle, my mom, my dad, any of them. So I want to treat people the same way that come out here. The same way, no different. Okay? So yes, that's why it's something, and I love doing that. I love this business. I love it. I would rather, now, don't take me wrong. Back in the day, see, Bo Derek, you guys don't even know who that is.
I do.
You know, I guess you would say like maybe who nowadays would you compare to a Bo Derek?
Oh God, probably.
Bo Derek, Cheryl Ladd, yeah.
I know. I'm trying to think.
I know, who would you compare nowadays? I guess we don't, I don't think about it. I guess the teenager. Who's like, Lucas, who's like the sexy women out there nowadays? The big ones everybody thinks about at your age.
Jessica Biel, Britney Spears.
Okay, yeah, well, let's just say it's them. See, if one of them females was laying there naked and asked me to come make love to them, and there's a car deal about to happen, I would prefer to go to the car deal. And I love women, don't get me wrong. But I love the car deal. You notice the statement that Miss Crouch put on her deal here? Sold my first
fire alarm.
Is this a test?